Welcome, kings and queens, to another episode of Unapologetic, your number one podcast. This is the show where kings and queens tell their legacies and on. So get ready for the gems to drop and pull up to the table. Welcome, everyone. This is your main man, Millie Mill, right here on Unapologetic, your number one podcast. We have another special guest here today, the founder and owner of one of the youngest, I want to say, funeral homes in the state of Michigan, because I haven't seen or heard anyone younger than you.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
we have the one and only Eric Carter-Hathorn. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with open arms to the Unapologetic family. How you doing
Thank
today,
you.
brother?
I'm doing good, and you, sir?
Oh man, it's been a hot summer.
It
It's been
has.
hot. I
It
am not
has.
gonna lie, man. I'm from
Hey,
Georgia, so
listen,
it's
we
it's
we
hitting them numbers.
I'm telling you, but you know what? We better be grateful, because the winter is coming,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
soon.
See, I try to kick that out of my mind.
I don't
But
mind the winter. I don't mind the winter. I just don't like to drive in the winter, but I don't mind the winter. Um, my favorite season is the fall, so my
oh, you a
season's
fall?
coming up.
Me
Yeah,
too, man. I love
I'm a
fall.
Scorpio, and my birthday coming up, so of course,
Okay, hey,
yeah.
October. We Libras in the building. I see you. Man, I love it. I love the energy, man. But I want to personally thank you for being who you are in the community. I
Absolutely.
understand this is a sensitive topic for most people, most of the world,
Yes.
because we look at death as a a ending point of
Correct.
life, of energy,
Hmm.
when really it's a transfer, in my opinion. This is my opinion and my belief. The transfer of energy to the next generation or next
Absolutely.
ancestor that's in line.
Hmm.
So I wholeheartedly want to give you a round of applause for all the things that you have done, man. I know that
Absolutely.
was hard work doing what you
Yes,
do
sir.
on
Yes, sir. Yes,
every day.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
I want the world to know that we see you, we thank you, and continue to support you, man.
Please
We
do.
really
Thank you.
do. But to get all the formalities out of the way, man, I want to really really hop into um, how what. Okay, let me rephrase that. What made a young brother like yourself think about opening a funeral home?
So I had always had a desire to open a front of home. Um,
Really? Oh
yeah.
wow,
So,
that's new.
so a little about me. I grew up here in Muskegon, and I was heavily bound into church with my grandmother. So I would go to church every day mission. I mean, I went everywhere she went. And so when people used to pass away or will pass away at our church, I used
Okay.
to always say, Granny, we going to the funeral. And she'd be like, we don't even know them, or we don't have to go. I'm like, Granny, we getting up going to the funeral. There was times when my grandmama would not go to a funeral, and she would have to drop me off. So every funeral, it'd be even
Wow.
funerals at other churches. I was just fascinated about going to the funerals. So
Okay.
I always wanted to drive the hearse when I was little, where the remains is placed in to take to the church and to the cemetery.
Right.
And so I was just fascinated about it, but I never thought I was going to actually get in the field. So
Right.
as I grew up, I constantly was fascinated about the deaf care. And so when I got in high school, I wanted to actually become a police officer, get in law enforcement.
Oh
I
wow.
didn't really kind of wanted to do the funeral industry, but
Okay.
at a young age, I got in the funeral industry, and I came under the late founder and owner of Toombs Funeral Home, Reginald Toombs.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
had embedded and ground me into this work. And so I'm forever grateful for his leadership and his knowledge. And so he helped me learn more about the deaf care. And so I worked at Toombs for many, many, many years. And
Hmm.
then so when I used to leave school, like my principal and my teachers, they always used to know in high school, I would go to school, and I do my classwork, and then we got a frontal. Hey, I gotta go. I go do a frontal and come back to school, and everybody knew that. It
What?
was like,
Wait a
but
minute. Hold
I
on.
used to
Wait a
do it
minute.
all the time.
So you used to go to class, do your work,
Yes,
leave class, go to the funeral
and come
home,
back.
and come back to class.
Absolutely. Yes.
God
Yes.
dang.
I
In
was
high
just,
school.
yes, high school. So when I got out of high school, I
What?
was like, I'm gonna go in law enforcement. I didn't, think that I was going into the frontal industry. And so I
Hmm.
end up going I ended up getting out of it. I left Toombs. Toombs did some different transitions with ownerships. And so I
Okay.
ended up
Okay.
leaving Toombs and I ended up venturing off into attempting to go ahead and go for law enforcement. And then the community, there was a lot of people in the community that came to me and said, Eric, we love your leadership. We love your gift for this. We need you back in this business. We need you back
Mm.
in this industry. And so the people in this community is what pushed me to get back into the industry. And so what I did was I went to mortuary school, Worsham College in Chicago. And then after graduation, and I was working at Sisema Funeral Home. I was honored to work at Sisema Funeral Home. Sisema Funeral Home was a great funeral home, great team, great good people. The leaderships, the brothers and the father and the mother and the family, they are awesome. They really helped me learn the background of business and how to
Mm.
be more professional. And so I'm forever grateful for a Sisema family for giving me that opportunity to be able to
That's what's
learn
up.
a lot of things that I've learned. And I was honored because, if I'm not mistaken, that I was the first Black um, resident trainee, preparing to be a licensed funeral director at their establishment. So
Wow.
I made history because I actually helped um, the community to let them see a different side of how we operate and how we do funeral services. So
And
I
your
was honored
culture.
to yes.
Okay.
So I was honored to bring my culture and bring it together and not be divided.
Mm.
And then after that, I went and transferred to another funeral home, and I worked there for about a year or so, and then I ended up getting out of funeral service. So I currently, right now, I own and operate a transport removal service. So that removal service is we're contracted by the medical examiner, the coroner's office,
Hmm.
to transport all decedents to the morgue for an autopsy. So I
Oh,
have that
okay.
removal company as well as having the funeral home. And so,
Wow.
so I was honored to have that by the late Larry Gardner. He owned the removal company for the county. And so I took over when he passed away, and we're still moving forward and going
Wow,
how we
brother.
need to go. Yeah.
That's
So
amazing. I didn't know that one. Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
it's a blessing, man. And so fast forward, and so I end up deciding to say, hey, you know what? The people, I need to give the people something different.
Right.
So it made me say, you know what? I prayed about it. I was on this journey for 3 years. This is not something that I just found the building and said, oh, I'm going. I prayed on this. I searched. I cried. I called on my family. I called on my friends. My friends and family will tell you we are happy, not just happy because he got his own funeral home. We happy he done talking about it because all day that was what I was talking about. I'm looking up buildings. I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find that. I'm
Business,
trying to put things
business,
together.
business. Yeah.
And I kept praying to God. And I'm telling you, it was nothing but God that helped me open these doors. And so I found this building, beautiful building. It's a 9,000 square feet facility. And I was honored that we was able to receive this building. And
Hmm.
so it allowed me to open up these doors. We actually opened the doors June 27th.
Of this
And we
year?
are on, if I'm not mistaken, we're on the eighth, almost ninth family that we have served, and it has not been even 30 days yet.
Wow.
Actually, today makes 31 days that we've been open, and we have already served 7 to 8 families already. And so we are
That's
blessed, we
incredible.
are happy, we are grateful, and we are honored that we was able to serve these families because we know that anytime you start in a business, things don't go the way you want them to go. And the
Every day.
first couple months, first couple weeks, even first couple years, it's 5 years before you can. Statistics says that when you will start seeing your profit, and so
Right,
we're
right, right.
honored, we're blessed.
That is amazing, man. That
Absolutely,
I- in less than for pretty much less than 30 days, you done had the the responsibility of another of a loved one of another.
absolutely.
And most people don't understand. Well, if you do understand, but for those who don't, this is a big jump. You know, it's like, okay, this individual giving all power of direction to the
Yes,
next phase of my grieving, of my journey, of my life. And
absolutely.
I feel comfortable enough to open this door for Eric to actually walk in it and
Yes,
help me with this pain that I'm dealing with. You
absolutely.
know, that you gotta think deep when in certain business situations, because it reflects the community that you
It
serve.
does. It does.
And you highlight that very well, brother. It was almost like poetry how
Yeah.
it came out. Uh, but I want to tag about want to tag into about your grandmother. You know,
Hmm.
what how was she? You know, she was a one of the biggest influences in your life. You know, she
Yeah,
created this, handsome, strong, black man that's in front of us today. So what credit, what all that grandma did that no other person can rectify.
absolutely. I'm gonna start off by saying she cared.
Mm,
That's why our slogan is because we care. My dear late
right.
grandmother, Mildred Carter, she was a feisty grandmother. I tell you, she didn't play games. She was that down south heavily bound grandmother where
Mm.
she woke up at 5:30 in the morning. She was cooking breakfast, and
Ooh,
if I didn't get up at 5:30 to
I
eat,
miss those.
when I got up at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, because that's the typical normal time a person would get up, I wasn't eating.
Yep.
And she said, and then I knew her rules that you get up when I say get up, and you follow my rules. She really helped me get through high school.
Mm.
I was dealing with a lot in high school, and she helped me get through it. She was always there for me. She cared, even when I didn't understand the things that she was doing. Now
Right.
when I look back, I realize it was all because she cared.
Mm.
She was this the light to my world. She was my heart. When you first meet somebody or you get married or you talk about your children, but
Mm.
my grandma was the love of my life. And if she
That's
could still
beautiful.
be here today, um, I could not imagine or even have the words to say of how she will be so joyful and happy that where I am, and she will be grateful to be able to call me her grandson. Um, she was this she was the pillar of our family. She was the one that kept the family close and together. She was even kept her nieces and nephews together and all of her family. She was very family oriented. And so
That's
and
beautiful.
she had a lot of true values that she instilled in me to be the best I can be as a man and part of her family. She didn't play that. She always say you represent me, so I don't care where you at, what you do. You make sure you keep yourself together because you
Yeah.
represent me. Everybody know that I'm Mildred and Gus grandkids, and so I had to make sure that wherever I go, I nobody was watching me because
Yeah.
they gonna go back and tell my grandma, and everybody knew where she stayed at. You got them grandparents that everybody know they stay at 25 Amsterdam or
Yeah, man.
137 Peck Street, and they
That's that
knew.
pinnacle, community
Yeah,
pinnacle
they
right
they
there.
just knew. And I'm telling you, my grandmama, when I say she cared for me, she washed my clothes. I couldn't wash them. I'm telling you, I'm 17, 18 years old. She washed my clothes, she folded them, and she ironed them. I said, Granny, I know how to iron my own clothes. I'm gonna iron them. You don't know how to iron them like I iron them. But
I remember them
okay, you
talks.
go ahead. Whatever strength, whatever oil, whatever God anoint your hands to that iron
Exactly.
to iron my suit. So it's like now I'm like, honestly, when I iron my suits or when I iron, well, not my suits, when I iron my shirts and put my ties together, and when I put my suit on, I always think about my grandmother.
That's
And I
beautiful.
look in the mirror, not only once, not because I'm, so sophisticated, thing that I look so good, but I actually look in the mirror so many times because I'm like, One, I represent my grandmama. So when I leave out this door, I better make sure I look nice like she would want me to and make sure my suit is right. So I look at the mirror like 3, 4 times before I leave the house, like, I gotta make sure I'm right because my granny watching me and
Right,
other
right.
people are. So she was just awesome. She was she made me who I am today, and she cares so much for me, that's why that same love and that caring that she gave me, I
Mhm.
give to every family that walked through our doors.
Man, that's beautiful. And this is going to be a double-edged sword because I've spoken with individuals like yourself and like myself. I have that same thought process.
Mhm.
That will be like, well, man, you're supposed to live for you, you're supposed to da 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 da. And it's not like we're saying, or uh Mr. Eric is saying that I'm not going to represent myself as an individual.
Correct.
He's stating that this is not only just mine, because I have pieces of an individual that have been inbred within myself,
Absolutely.
that sometimes when I talk, it reminds me of my grandmother. You
It
know what I
does.
mean? It's some of those days like, I am not that old. Why did I say
Listen,
that?
man. Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
So I understand, man, and it's beautiful um that you put her at that pinnacle. You know what I mean? Especially now in our society of today, family is almost as only necessary when it's beneficial for self.
Correct.
You know what I
It's
mean?
true.
It's real selfish
That
nowadays,
is.
not just in family, but everywhere we go.
Absolutely.
And it's beautiful to hear that the lessons of our ancestors and our predecessors are still within our grasp, and still within our teachings, so to
Absolutely.
speak. And I say that to say, that your son
Hmm.
also
Yes.
is a upstanding, righteous young man. And
Wow.
I
Yes.
couldn't believe, man, when I saw the picture of the young man in the suit. I called both of my sons. I said, man, why can't y'all wear a suit this good? Man, y'all just help me a little bit, baby.
That's that Mildred Carter coming out of me going into him. Cause tell him you got